Here we go.
Here we are again.
What up? Back to back weeks, I think.
I think that's a record.
Yeah.
This
Must
is
be
episode 11 now.
11, correct.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool. Weather's getting warmer a little bit.
Dude, I don't
Yeah,
like it.
pretty. Yeah, it was kind of chilly today, though. Honestly,
Yeah, it
The
was
wind.
It's like, what, 55 a couple days ago, though.
That was crazy.
Nice
So
and warm.
sick.
The 60s or something.
Yeah. Well, here we are, episode 11.
Live.
And in action. Got
You
a
live today. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
another pretty cool guest this week. He grew up in a local town from here. He has a lot of cool stuff going on. One of the craziest artists I've ever seen. Pretty nuts the stuff he can do. We'll get into that.
Can you call him a TikToker?
I think we can call him a TikToker.
Yeah, can we call him a TikToker?
TikToker artist.
Aspiring TikToker on the way up.
Yeah. So without any further ado,
bring him in.
Mr. Reese Asson.
Yeah. How's it going?
Let him get all this shit on.
Yep. I know the drill.
My little thing keeps springing back up over here.
These things go kind of crazy sometimes.
Blame Travis.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah,
yeah.
loud and clear.
What is up, boys?
How we
How
doing?
Pretty good, dude. Pretty good.
Oh yeah, man.
Just chilling. Thank you
Thank
for that intro, man.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
awesome.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
I was kind of worried when I texted you last week. It took a while to get a response. I was like, does he even have my number saved? Like, just
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just, I guess, really just busy withdrawing.
yeah.
I guess would be the best excuse. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you can
So,
definitely
dude,
get lost in that. I feel
Yeah.
like you're just doing it for like hours on end. You can definitely get lost
Yeah,
drawing.
100%, man. It's just constant. Dude, before, I just want to tell you this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is what you guys got going on. I mean, this
Pretty-
is super cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is super cool. Moody was right. I was watching the previous interview, and you kind of have like the nerves a little bit. You're kind of like, ooh. But
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
the first episode too.
It's the
so-
lights, the
You just-
camera, the
yeah.
action.
yeah, you just throw yourself into it, though. Dude.
Yeah.
And
It
it-
feels so
it's cool.
professional in
Mhm.
here. It kind of sets you back a little
Yeah,
bit.
you sound professional too. Just
Yeah.
the sound of it.
Yeah, hearing
so-
yourself talk, it's like, oh, I sound kind of weird, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
but I like it.
Yeah. Well, before we get into all what you got going on currently,
So currently, I've got
or before we jump into all that, I kind of, as usual, kind of take a step back, go back to your roots where you grew up.
Right.
Obviously, your name's Reese. You're from Twin Falls, Idaho. You're 22, 21?
22. Yeah.
Okay.
22.
So yeah, how was growing up in Twin?
Have you guys ever been?
No, I haven't.
Driven
Super
through it.
small.
One time.
Really?
Super small.
I got a job offer down there. I didn't know if I wanted to go or not, and now I'm kind of thinking
probably
it
didn't
was
want to.
probably not a good idea. Yeah.
At our age, I feel like you kind of want to be like in a bigger city, and don't get me wrong, I loved growing up there, but I'm a firm believer in the people make the place. We had a lot of buddies growing up, had good times. Just like, where you guys from?
The Bay Area.
Bay Area.
SoCal.
I'm from Star, so.
When you guys go back to visit, is it the same without the people that were there?
No, not if I don't have my high school buddies. Definitely not the same.
Dude, I don't know what it is. It feels like home here. But growing up, because a lot of the people that went to Twin went to Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't planned, but it just kind of happened. So
Yeah.
I was fortunate with a lot of people to come up. But yeah, growing up, I mean, I played sports. I played football, played track, was active, and just your typical childhood growing up, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, please go ahead.
I was gonna say, from what I've heard from like your friends, is like growing up, you were naturally good at like everything you tried. Rather
said
than like,
that?
yeah,
Just
rather
a
than
natural
track
athlete?
or like obviously like your drawings and stuff like that. That you like, were you a track star?
I did high jump, dude. I was a jumper.
Okay.
I wasn't the quickest. I could run. Wasn't the quickest, but
Yeah,
eventually I
high
just
jump.
tried my luck with what's that?
High jump sounds cool though.
Dude, it was so sick. There's something so euphoric about jumping. I don't know what it
Really?
was.
Wait, high jump's not the one where you run with the pole, right?
No.
That's
That's
vaulting?
pole
Pole
vault.
Okay.
Pole
Okay.
vault. Yeah.
What's high? Oh, I think I know what
Just
it's
jump
You
over.
jump on the mat, right?
Dude, yeah, you just jump over a bar and jump onto like a
Really?
giant foam
Oh.
pad. Dude, it's for some reason it was so satisfying for some reason. Yeah.
You a Flosberry flop guy?
Oh yeah,
The
dude. So
scissor
we
kick?
met him. He came
Really?
to a track event. So Sun Valley, which is about 2 hours away from Boise and Twin Falls, kind of up north a little bit. He was at an event, and I think I was a sophomore in high school. For people that don't know, the Fosbury flop, he basically invented, instead of going over the bar frontwards, he developed it to go back.
Yeah.
And you're able to kind of arch your back a little bit more and clear bigger heights. And I think
Yeah.
he went to the Olympics in like the 70s or something, maybe. I don't know.
That's
But
pretty
he's
sweet.
old
He came to
guy.
your school,
dude,
though?
it was so cool. Yeah, he came to the school and
Give you a little lesson, private lesson.
wasn't a private. He was just kind of standing there. And we're like, oh, yeah, that's Dick Fosbury. You know, we kind of went over and we were
You guys
kids.
like recognize him?
Yeah. So I think our coaches pointed him out and they were like,
Okay.
that man invented, you know, like the Fosbury flop. And we're like, oh my God, like, damn. So we went and met him. But yeah, in high school, I would do long jump, triple jump, which is like the 3-foot jump, and high jump.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Dude, it was cool.
What was
a
your
good-
highest jump?
I cleared 6'6".
Dang,
Got
how
it.
tall are
Six-
you?
I'm 6'2".
Damn.
Excuse me, 6'3"
Excuse
and a
me.
half.
That's very high.
6'3" and a half.
That's gnarly.
That's sweet.
But dude, yeah, it was cool. That was cool. My friend said that about me too.
Yeah. What is there really to do in Twin Falls, Idaho? Because I know you got the bridge,
Yeah.
you got friends to socialize with, but
There's a bridge.
Yeah.
You just jump off it.
Dude,
Uh,
no, but you
don't-
can actually jump all year round. It's the only bridge in the world where it's legal to jump all year round without a permit.
Like just
Yeah.
you go
Permit.
jumping into water, right? Not like parachute jumping.
No, they parachute. So it's 486 feet high.
Oh wow.
there's the
Dude, it's
bungee jumping
massive.
too, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, not off
Okay.
that bridge. But these guys will. So I worked at the visitor center that was right by the bridge, and all day these guys would just be jumping off. There'd be people
That's
that would
pretty
camp
sick.
out in the yard and stuff. It was kind of
That's
crazy.
Sweet.
It was pretty cool.
They don't ever die.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, people,
Yup.
people it would happen. It's kind of rare because a lot of the people that do it kind of know what they're doing, but sometimes, yeah, chute won't open or just the worst happens and
Yeah, no,
the water.
that stuff's
Yeah.
crazy. My
It's wild.
I had a like neighbor friend growing up, and his dad was a fireman, and there's like the parachute place in Star,
Mhm.
and someone's just parachute and go off, so his dad was on the scene and stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Dang,
Like,
dude.
fuck that. Like, I get like the chances are small, but just imagine you're jumping out of a plane and your parachute won't go off. Like, what's going
Fuck
through your
that.
mind?
I couldn't imagine that, dude.
You better live it up real quick.
Yeah.
Knock off all the bucket lists as you're just.
Better start stripping so you
Yeah.
land naked. Someone's got something funny to find.
Fuck,
but
man. And it's like a 4-second free fall. I mean, it seems like it'd be more. I mean, you're watching, it's just like,
yeah,
your stomach drops just watching when you're on the bridge. And
Damn.
it just
Yeah.
shakes, and it's like, not for me.
Dang,
I could
yeah.
I could skydive, but base jump, dude.
Is it mostly like people traveling, like Red Bull sponsorship kind of base jumpers?
Yeah.
like, that come there. It's not just like random people from the town that are jumping it or what.
Yeah, so this dude came in, and I think he broke the record for most base jumps in a day. Is that too close? So for
I
most
think you're
base
good.
jumps in a day,
really.
he came in. I can't remember how many times he did it, but he jumped. Like he would jump, hike back up. There'd be a team up top loading his parachute. They'd put it on, and then he'd jump again. He did that all day long,
Just kept
And
going
he-
for like 24 hours straight.
24 hours straight through the night,
What was the
What?
point of that?
just to break a record. I think he was with Red
like
Bull.
Guinness-
I can't remember
Was it
his
like
name.
Guinness World
dude.
Record. Like,
Yeah.
you got the little plaque and everything.
Got the plaque,
Oh,
yeah, and he was just
nice.
jumping all day. And we were working. We're like, what the hell? Like he's just like,
Just going back and forth. Is he doing like cool stuff or he's just jumping every time?
he was just jumping, man. He would just be running up there, run to the end, throw that shit on, then bloop, like jump over.
So he probably wasn't even doing tricks. He probably just worried about getting down as fast as possible and back up to break the record.
Yeah, he was
Pretty
just
gnarly.
go.
Damn, dude, imagine
Yeah.
the amount of trust you have to have in those people packing your parachutes.
Oh
like,
God,
yeah,
God.
I don't know.
And then
I need to see it.
didn't like Evil Knievel do something with the Twin Falls Bridge?
Or like
Yeah,
the gorge,
Yeah.
right?
So in '74, Evil Knievel came to Twin, and he jumped it in a. They say it's a bike, but it was kind of like a rocket, and they set up this massive ramp. This is kind of a cool story. So they set up this ramp on the canyon, and the dude attempted to jump it. Right as he goes up, though, his chute opens, and he just plummets down. He didn't die, obviously, but I mean, he didn't clear it at all. But after that, the trash was so bad in Twin Falls that they didn't let any stunt like that happen again. And Evil Knievel blamed it on the ramp maker of the jump because it was this massive, like 80-foot ramp that shoots up into the sky. And the son of the ramp maker was like, "No, it's bullshit. My dad made it correct." So in 2017, I think he came back and cleared that jump in the same rocket on the same ramp, like the same
Oh,
design that
damn.
his father made.
Just shut up.
No way.
Yeah, shut up,
Damn.
Evil. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was that was cool.
Do you like learn about that stuff like going to school in Twin Falls?
No,
Like, do
dude.
they
So
teach
I
you that?
no, so I worked at the visitor center when I was in high school, and I just learned a lot about the town. Really cool shit. So I mean, it's not anything crazy. It's a small town, but kind of small things like that. My sense of direction got a lot better. Could kind of point people around, but
for the whole town.
Yeah, yeah. The biggest thing, kind of to answer your question though, the best thing to do, it was a really outdoorsy city, and we kind of had a cool group. So we would go, there's a lot of cliff jumping that you could do, especially during the summer.
That's sweet.
When it was hot.
Yeah.
Super fun to do that.
You guys have a lot of lakes nearby, or is it jumping into rivers?
Yeah. No, we got some lakes nearby. And there's a one called Hidden Lakes, and it's kind of like in the crevice. We have this massive canyon. The bridge itself is like 486 feet high. And if you go down the Snake River, there's like these little lakes that are hidden, and we just jump off those.
That's sweet.
Super
Sounds
cool, dude.
awesome.
So fun. We'd go skiing quite a bit in the winter. We had Pomerelle, Magic Mountain, and we were close to Boise. You know, we were like 2 hours away from Boise, so we could do that, which was super cool.
How often did you guys like make the drive from Twin?
I guess it really depended on what we were doing, or if we had a plan to go up for the day. Because usually if we came up, we'd be going back the same day unless we had a place to stay. Probably every other month, maybe. Not too often.
Not too often.
But with the family, we'd come up here quite a bit to see other family members.
Gotcha.
Whatnot. So
Yeah, I always thought Twin was like smaller than I think like a lot of people realize. Like it's obviously kind of small, but I think it's bigger than what people like imagine it. Like I didn't know you guys had an airport until a couple years ago. I was like, what?
yeah, no, we got. It's like, I guess when you compare it to Boise, it's small, but it's not as small as some of the neighboring cities that are kind of nearby. One, for example, there's Jerome, which is right by it, right by Twin. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but I mean, it's like half the size. Well, it's just a lot of farm town, so it's really spread out, and it just it doesn't feel like a city.
Yeah.
Especially with Boise, it's kind of more clustered, and it's nothing like it. So, but yeah, I grew up there, and eventually came to Boise State, graduated in 2018, and I guess.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Congrats.
What made you pick Boise State?
If I'm being honest, dude, I was just late to like applying for colleges. In high school, I just didn't really put in the time or the effort to kind of do the digging I should have done to go to different colleges. Looking back, if I could have gone to a different place, ideally, yeah, just to kind of experience a different environment, because just I'm so used to Boise, you know. But in the long run, I'm very happy. I mean, I met great people like you guys, obviously, and just love the place I'm in now. And it played out really the way it needed to. I think things happen for a reason, and yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Did you have any other schools in your sights or not really?
So I wanted to go. I was looking at like a few D2 college. Like I wanted to go for a sport, right? But I mean, it's just I didn't put in the time, and I just really didn't put in that work to go for a sport. So
would high jump have been your best bet?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Especially like football definitely wasn't. I was good at football. I enjoyed playing football, but I mean, those guys are just animals.
Yeah.
Those guys are tanks.
I don't know if I'd want to be playing with them, even if I was like big enough. Like it's still just like, all right, I'm gonna have like concussions for the rest of my life if I play at this level.
Yeah, dude. And like some of these guys, you just look at them and you're like, you think you're athletic, then you look at them, you're like, oh my god. Like I worked with this guy that played on the football team, and this guy was just big and athletic, super cool guy.
Yeah.
Shane Irwin. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, dude.
Shout
But
him
Shane, man, Shane Irwin, he's the boy. He's awesome, man, and he's just athletic as hell. And those guys, they just train relentlessly, and yeah.
What position did you play?
I was wide receiver.
Okay.
Wide receiver. Played linebacker for a little bit, but then again, I'm like toothpick, so I don't really have the size to be hitting dudes.
Any memorable touchdowns or crazy plays in high school?
There was one we were playing in. I can't remember where we were playing. We were in a dome. We were playing under a dome, which was kind of cool because it was like on
indoor
turf.
stadium.
Yeah. I can't remember.
That's cool.
This was in high school?
Yeah,
That's
it was super
sweet.
cool. Yeah, it was. I can't remember where the hell it was at though.
Oh, is it like that up north or
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
I've heard of it.
I should know this. I'm from the place, from Idaho. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
either way, we were playing, and I remember this team. They're pretty good. We lost, but I remember I remember looking. It was my first catch. I think I was a sophomore in high school, and right as I turned, like I was running an in route towards the inside linebackers, and I looked. Right as I looked, it was like a foot away from me. Caught it somehow and ran for a touchdown. I think that was my first touchdown in varsity. And that was probably the most like, holy shit.
I'm here. That's pretty sweet.
You remember how many like yards it was?
85 probably.
Yeah, something
I'd
like
say.
something
99.
stupid like that.
Yeah.
Man. Something stupid. It was probably like 40 yards, maybe 35. Nothing crazy, but I mean, I was just pumped. It was just cool to kind of be like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
now I'm the shit, you know. Then after we got our asses beat, so it was short lived.
You have
but
that to hang your cap on at least. So
yeah.
yeah. So you came to Boise State, kind of last resort. Seems like. How's it been for you here at good old BSU?
Dude, I love it. You know, like I said, I love it. And I wouldn't say it was last resort. It was definitely in the mix, but I just kind of like, I wouldn't say settle, but at the same time, I was like, you know, like I can fall back on Boise State. And like I said, I just didn't put in the time for the other schools. I was just like, you know, like Boise State. And I am really happy I went here.
Yeah.
I did, you know, so I dropped out eventually my sophomore year. Excuse me, my beginning of junior year was kind of when I went a different route. But I'm really happy with where I'm at. I like going to the school, great people, great location. Yeah. You guys like it?
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it number one pick?
It was only pick for me.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
didn't apply anywhere
I didn't
else.
apply
I
anywhere
mean,
else.
yeah, I kind of like applied to like Wazoo, but I was like, I don't really want to just be in the middle of nowhere in flatland. So I was like, Boise State's definitely got way more outdoor activities and stuff. So it's like
Dude, it
almost,
does.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. I mean, I definitely was on top of my list because they got the Wooey and all that. So it's nice for out of state, but
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't looking too much. I was kind of like you. I didn't really put in the effort till last minute, and I was like, oh, not a lot of schools are still accepting at this point. But, you know, we're here. I love
Dude,
it.
we're here.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
So what made you eventually kind of drop out? You know, beginning of junior year.
So it was really with COVID. I remember when COVID hit, like a lot of people, I mean, like, you know, I lost the job. That was the biggest thing, was the source of income. And it just didn't feel right. I remember when I came to Boise State, I was doing graphic design because I love to draw. Eventually, I was kind of like, this is kind of just not a waste of money, but I just felt like I could be getting more, I could be learning something different and kind of get more like a useful degree, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's not a useful degree. I'm just saying for me, I could do it on the side and,
Yeah, if
you know,
have,
learn
like,
something cool, you know, like,
yeah, if you have your like levels of artistic abilities, you don't really need to be learning all these art classes and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess maybe like learning the programs for the design stuff would be cool, but how much, like, do they really get into that? Do you know?
no, dude. And if I'm being honest, dude, we would go to these lectures and it was just kind of a lot of, it really wasn't, we weren't talking about art. I remember I went to the store and I bought like $200 worth of paint, you know, and you paint a little picture, you turn it in, they're like, okay, good job. You know, then they're like, all right, what the hell should I do with this paint? They're like, you can use it for whatever.
Okay.
Dude, like, what the hell? Like, okay. And I remember we hit a point, dude, there was one lecture and they were talking, I think it was we don't have to get into politics, dude, but they were just talking politics in an art class. And I remember this one woman stood up because this was the third day in a row that we just weren't talking about art. And she's like, this is bullshit. She gets up, grabs her shit and leaves. And she just started a movement. People got out, me being one of them.
Everyone just left after her.
Dude, I remember we were just like, this is ridiculous, dude. We haven't been learning shit about art.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Yeah.
but either way, I had my reasons. I left. And then I started to do business my sophomore year, beginning of sophomore year. I liked it, but I kind of wanted to do something I was more interested in. I like business, but at the same time, I kind of found, I really looked at psychology. I just loved how the mind operated and stuff like that. So I looked into psychology and I started majoring in that. And then once COVID hit, that was when I had to drop. It was kind of a combination of I couldn't afford it, needed to find a job, so the time commitment was going to be an issue. And I just didn't have the passion to go to college at the time, and I didn't want to waste any money, I guess. So, yeah, I viewed that as an opportunity to really do the art. I just always loved to draw. So I was like, fuck it.
So that's kind of when you really started getting big into the drawings and shoes and everything like that.
Dude, yeah. So my freshman year, I started doing the shoes. I would paint
'cause
these.
I feel like I'd seen you do those before.
Yeah, Max was
Yeah.
wearing
You
one of your
started those
customs
early.
last week.
Yeah, Max, I saw your interview, dude. That was badass. Shout out Max. I love that guy. But yeah, I was doing shoes, and I would do that kind of as like a part-time gig just to make some money on the side during college. And I did that up until I want to say midway through junior year, maybe.
Okay.
And I would kind of be on and off with it.
Was
And
it just kind of painting Vans, or is there different kind of shoes you did?
A lot of people would do Vans. I did a pair of Jordan 5s once. I did a pair of Yeezys.
That's gotta be nerve-wracking.
Oh my God. Dude, I was I mean, it was like shaking, just, oh, it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that up.
God, no, dude.
350 pair of shoes.
I
Hell
saw
no.
there was like a YouTube trend that went around. There was this guy, I think you probably know his name is Marco.
Marco, yeah.
Marco. I used to watch his shit all the time. He always did Air Force Ones, like just the all white, and he did some pretty sick shit.
Dude, he's good too.
Yeah, and he does like all different like ways, like the airbrush and like just like the splat, like dude,
Dip them in foam and stuff.
yeah, it's nuts.
Dude, that's funny you said that. He's actually the reason I started painting shoes.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was the main reason. I remember I was looking, I was like, how to make money drawing. And his shit popped up, and he's like, and this was before, because he's kind of big now. He's got
He's huge. He does
million
like,
followers.
all the bunch of celebrities and stuff now.
Yeah, and he's just a talented dude. And I remember he was doing a pair of Louis Vuitton. He had like a thing, and he was using a stencil to create Louis Vuitton on Vans.
Okay.
I was like, that's dope.
That's
So I
pretty-
started
like
to,
airbrush on it or something.
yeah,
like that?
dude. And he just whipped up a pair of Vans and then sold them, and like,
Flipped
I don't
it
know.
for like double the profit or something.
Yeah,
like that.
dude.
Yeah,
It was
for
like,
sure.
I could do that. So my cousin, who's been a huge help, still work with him today, my cousin, he got me a pair of Vans, and I painted them, and we tried flipping them on eBay for just a stupid number. Didn't sell.
Oh,
It
like,
didn't
listed
sell,
for,
yeah,
like
for-
500.
Yeah, like threw them up for $500. It was a Scarface pair of Vans.
Okay.
Oh, I saw those.
Did
Those
you
are
see
sweet.
those?
Yeah.
Thank
those are
you,
cool.
bro. Thank you. Yeah. We threw those up, and they didn't sell. But after that pair, one of my friends, she reached out. She was like, hey, I saw your shoes. Could you do a pair of sunflowers? I was like, yeah, I could do some sunflowers. So I did the sunflowers. Then I had another person reach out. And they're like, hey, could you do, instead of sunflowers, could you do like this weird floral design? Not a floral design, but it was like a weird print. It was just black and white. And I was like, I could do that. And the more and more these people started to ask, the more and more, it was kind of challenging myself too, because I love to draw, but I never tried to draw different variations of things. And eventually it got to the point, there was this comedian performing in Twin, and I went up, and he saw I was wearing a pair of shoes, and I think it was the Scarface ones. And he's like, dude, those are sick. I've got a pair of Jordan 5s. Would you want to paint on those? I was like, fuck yeah.
Just
so
a random,
he said,
random comedian and Twin.
just random comedian. Yeah, he was traveling with something. I wish I could remember his name. But he was a cool dude, and that was when I was like, yeah, like I could. And that was like the first kind of break where I was like, I could make good money doing that. And continued painting shoes just to kind of make some extra cash. And
That's pretty sweet. Are most of them like commissions? Like you have someone ask you like what kind of shoes they want and then what they want, or is it like you have a bunch of like of your own designs as well?
yeah, so the only pair I've ever done were the Scarface ones. After that, they were just all commissions.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was cool.
And what's like the process of that? So like, someone like Danger comes to you, right, and he wants like a design. Will you go and like practice that design like on a side and then do it, or like you just go straight into the shoe and be like, well, like if I fuck up, I gotta fix it. Like
So on a few of the shoes, I do remember kind of drawing it out and sketching it. But the more and more I got used to the paint and more to the texture of the shoe, it was kind of, if I fuck it up, I'll fix it,
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the shit I would try to recreate, I would usually just end up putting my own spin on it. So it kind of worked,
Yeah.
like if I did a flower that looked a certain way and I fucked it up, it would be, well, let's see, let's go with this a little bit.
Little
You'd rock with
artistic
it. I
touch.
actually like that a little bit more. So it kind of worked out. And that's the cool thing about art. It's just very subjective, and people can find it a good piece awesome, and other people might hate it. It really depends on person to person and the type of art that they like. So I always put my own spin on it, and I was happy a lot of people liked it
That's
when I
sweet.
gave it back. Yeah.
Have you always been into like drawing or painting, or like kind of both? Like, did you get into painting when you started doing shoes, or have you always been just drawing? Like,
Dude, I love to draw. I remember I was the kid that would just doodle on all of his papers in high school. I'd just
Mhm.
draw some shit on my paper on my homework. I'd tune out a lot, which is bad, but I always love to draw.
you got ADHD?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm
Sounds
self-diagnosed.
So you've always had like a passion for art, like since you were little, like that, or is that more of a recent thing?
No, dude, I've always loved art. I remember when I was a kid, so my dad would like draw, I don't know, I remember this, dude, but my dad would draw like the Hulk, and he would literally just draw these circles, like probably 3 circles for arms, for like the shoulder, the chest, or excuse me, the shoulder, the bicep, forearm. And I thought that shit was so cool. Just
Like,
I don't know
you
why.
do the
Just draw.
circles and then like draw lines connecting them or what?
Yeah, no, yeah. So you draw circles just to like this like bulky dude because I loved superheroes when I was a kid. And I was like, whoa.
That's pretty sweet.
And then I started to
Got you
draw.
in there.
And then my aunt, she came into town and she was actually really good at drawing. And she, I remember she painted a picture. She was doing watercolors, and I was like, whoa. You know, and I just fell in love with drawing.
Dude,
Just
watercolors
always
is
loved it.
hard, man.
It's tough.
Shit bleeds everywhere.
Dude, I'm not a fan of it.
I can't do
It's so
watercolors.
tough. Do you draw?
A little bit.
You do?
But like I did a lot in high school. I tried to do a couple of my own shoes. Like I did a sunflower one for my sister, which was cool. And then I tried to do a Coors Banquet shoe that turned out so bad. It's like the worst thing ever. It's like the waterfall from the Coors Banquet logo. Like I tried to make the waterfall make it look like layers of like foam at the bottom of it. It looks so terrible. I got
Trial and error, dude. Yeah, you need to show
Yeah,
me. What were you painting on?
Just some like off-brand Vans, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to continue to do it, the best recommendation I have, do a white coat.
White
Put a white coat on before.
Okay. Because my sister bought me like weird, what are they called? Fabric paints.
Mhm.
So I didn't think I needed like something like that. But you put a white coat down just to give a base layer or something.
Just to give it a base layer. Just the base layer. It makes it kind of more, I mean, you're painting on fabric, so a lot of the paint is absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
So not only does it bleed, but it consumes so much fucking paint.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if you put on a white coat or a black coat, if you're doing a black pair of shoes, it kind of acts as like a better canvas.
Mhm.
Your precision's a lot more accurate.
Yeah, that makes
You want
sense.
to try it out?
I'll try that maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll just paint over what I got now.
Yeah,
on
dude.
the-
Show me when you're done. Like when we're done with this, I want to
Yeah,
see what you're working with.
definitely
That's
will.
cool.
He'll critique you.
Yeah.
I'll critique you.
So you're not really doing the shoes anymore, or is
No, so I'll do the shoes occasionally. I kind of started to steer away from it because I got this pressurized sprayer that I always use. If I ever used a stencil or if I needed to blend, I would use that. And it kind of started to mess up my lungs a little bit. And
No respirator or anything? You didn't have one?
no, dude, I was just I don't know why.
Got a COVID mask now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of those. Throwing 5 of those and just keep going. But I just kind of got sick of it just became so repetitive for some reason. I still like it, but at the same time, I don't know. I just hit a point where I was just kind of over it.
How many shoes do you think you've done? You had to like put a number on it.
Man, I've had to have done maybe 50 pairs of
Okay.
shoes,
That's a lot of pairs.
30 to 50 pairs of shoes, something like that.
Yeah, so it just kind of got tiring to you a little bit, or just
Mhm.
kind of like slowly drifted out, or you like were purposely not trying to take on any more
Well,
commissions, really?
Kind of a little bit of both. So I remember I was drawing shoes, painting on shoes, and I loved to do it. But then I started to go more digital because along with the paint, not only was it bad for the lungs, but a lot of it was just the cleanup was just brutal. The supplies cost a lot of money once you get through towards the end of the paint. And it was kind of hard to find a right price for shoes with college students, only because a lot of the people that want custom shoes are our age. But the problem with people our age is money's kind of like an issue, which we're not supposed to have a lot of money right now, which is fine. But I went more digital, and especially last like 2 years ago when NFTs kind of became a big thing, I started to try my luck with like digital shit, and I loved it. Fell in love with it. Got myself like an iPad and an Apple Pencil. Just started
pretty
doodling
sweet.
on that.
right?
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up when we were talking about the preseason trip for
Mm-hmm.
Eco Shield last year, and you were like the first person to tell me about like NFTs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also I remember we were all sitting around one night in the Airbnb, and I was like on my phone. You come up to me and you're like, "Hey, Danger, just draw like a random thing for me." And I was like, "Okay." So I drew some scribble, and then you grab it and you're like working for like 20 minutes or whatever, and then you like show me, and it's like this crazy ass piece of art. I don't remember. I wish I remember. We'll try to post some of your stuff on our Instagram.
I'll send you that.
Yeah, good to be sick, but.
That's sweet.
And then you started doing that on TikTok, right? After was it after that, or were you already doing it like a year or so ago?
No, dude, it was because of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we were in Phoenix, and a lot of people didn't really know I could draw, and then someone, I think Mason, was like, "Reese, show them like that random shape shit you do." And basically, I'll have people give me like a random shape. They'll draw it out. It's like a circle, like a cloud almost, and then create something out of that without drawing outside of that shape.
Oh, you have to stay inside the shape?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sick. I
Dude,
didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought
dude.
you just took the shape. Because I've heard like you do this. I think Ethan Diaz was telling me about how you did it. And I was like, I thought you like took the shape and like made like an object out of it, you know, like a full on like top to bottom painting. I didn't realize you stayed inside the shape. That's pretty dope.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I remember I would just do that in school. You know, it was just kind of a way to, especially if I didn't know what to draw, I would draw a random shape. Just kind of use that as a way to be like, oh,
See what it kind of looks like. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, I could make that into
Yeah.
that.
yeah. You know, like when you look at a cloud, you're kind of like, oh, it looks like a baby, or you know, it looks
Yeah.
like a basket or something. You know,
Yeah.
I wish we could pull some of them up on the screen or something. That'd be sick.
oh,
But
that'd be badass. I'll send you a few.
Okay.
But yeah, you drew up a shape, and I basically made. I remember what it was. It was a witch. I remember
It
I made
was
this
a
like little
witch,
goblin witch, and it had like a crow on its hat or like on its head or something. Just something
Dang.
completely
Yeah,
just
it's
out
just-
of character.
That's
like,
a whole nother level of artistic ability right there. That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
thank you.
It's
It's
Thank you.
imagination.
and then so
That that's what gave me the idea.
Yeah.
The random shapes. So I got back from we were doing door to door sales.
yeah.
I get back and Jonas, I don't know if you guys know Jonas, one of my really good buddies, Jonas Nauman. He was like, dude, he's like, you should do a TikTok. Like, fuck it, you know? And then I was like, like, I don't know. I remember on the, it's just so weird to put yourself in front of a camera.
Yeah.
There's just something so
It's
weird
hard
about
to, like,
that.
Like break out of that self-consciousness of like,
Yeah.
people are going to judge me for this, but it's like, whatever, who really cares?
Yeah, dude. I remember just thinking, like, I don't know if I just want to get it right. He's like, if not now, then when? Like, when are you ever gonna get it right? I was like, fuck, true. So he came over and we did a shape, and I remember he was filming it. And he would come over, we'd drink some beer, and he would just film me just draw. And I'd be, all right, film this little snippet. We'd do a snippet. All right, film this, you know. And I would just create these pieces out of the random shapes. And we posted one, and it got a lot of love. I think it got like 20,000 likes. Then we're like,
That was the first one
Dang.
you posted too, right?
yeah. The first one I posted, we got 20,000 maybe.
Like right away, kind of?
Dude, so we posted it like at 9. I woke up in the morning and I just had notifications. I was like, whoa. You know, people were commenting like, holy shit, like this is cool. You know, people were following and they wanted more.
That's sweet.
Dude, it was so
Overnight,
cool.
just a little blow up.
It was so cool. And then I remember I texted Jonas. I was like, dude, like they fucking like it. He's like, all right, well, I'll be over tonight. So he comes over again. He films me do another one. And this time we kind of get the video like down a little bit better, and he's kind of moving the phone and doing his shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night I wake up and it had gotten like 60,000 likes.
Damn.
I was like, bro, like, holy shit. So then we did it again and we repeated. And I think it was on the third or fourth night. One of my buddies, Cade Greenfield, he drew up a shape. And I filmed him just make this massive shape. And in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, fuck. And I probably worked on that thing for 8 hours. But I posted it. And the next morning it had like 200,000 likes.
Damn. What do you have, like a time-lapse camera set up on it? Or
No, so I would
or
just
do you just post the finished product?
just finished product. So I would set it up to where I show the people kind of the shape, how it's being made, like Cade drawing the shape,
Mhm.
explaining it's a random shape, and then just kind of little snippets of me drawing inside the box.
Mhm.
And then at the very end, just like a little piece of it. And then, yeah, it was a baseball player. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
bullshitted for 8 hours straight, drank, hung out. I mean, my friends were just so supportive. Like they just hung out with me the entire time, just bullshitting while I drew, and they found it amusing. We were just kind of, you know, getting fucked up while drawing, and it was
Yeah.
fun.
Are
That's
you
cool.
do you let them look at the work in progress, or do you not let them see till it's finished?
Oh, I let them see. Yeah, they watched. I like to see them guess. I like to see people be like, "What do you guys think it is?" You know, even when I'm halfway through, they're like, "I have no idea."
Yeah.
It's not until like 2/3, 3/4 of the way through, they're like, "Oh,
It's gonna
holy
be-
shit!"
it's
You know,
gonna
like
be
we
a
see
fucking
it now.
witch or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Were you able to sell any of those? Like, I feel like I remember comments, rather people saying like, "Can you make a
Print?
design off my like
Mhm.
scribble?" Or like people wanting to buy it. Am I just imagining that, or was that
No,
a
no,
thing?
you're right. So that was one of the first NFT projects I tried making, because a lot of people were like, "Hey, could I buy this somewhere? You know, could I get this as a print? Could I do this? Could I do that?" And that kind of got the gears turning to do something like sell it. And originally it was going to be selling like merchandise, like copies or canvases or something like that with the logo.
Mhm.
But I remember getting a call from my cousin, and he was like, "Dude, NFTs, like, you could do this. You could make it an NFT." So I met up with him, and he's like this crypto whiz, dude, just genius when it comes to cryptocurrency. I mean, he just knows the ins and outs, and he is really just kind of the. He told me where to draw, like where to put my work, and I was basically just the mule. I'd draw, he'd post it up. It was kind of like this like weird little duo that we had, and we threw those up. on this platform called Wax, and we sold a few of them. But people on TikTok just they never made the transition to NFTs. It's kind of like it's just so new. NFTs are so new.
I still don't understand it.
Yeah. Do you know, like, kind of know the concept of it though?
I don't know. Someone told me that you have to code something, and then I was like, well, I guess I'm out now. I thought you could just draw something, but
You can't. So NFT basically means non-fungible token. Fungible meaning replaceable. So it's do you guys know like Bitcoin?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bitcoin. We'll take Bitcoin for an example. It's on a blockchain. What a lot of people don't know, there's thousands of blockchains. Bitcoin is just its own unique, separate blockchain. It's just the most popular.
Okay.
Each coin has coding, right? So it's just like this long form of coding that makes each individual block unique, which gives it value. If one little thing is mixed with that, then it changes completely, right?
It's just not worth anything after that.
It is. So it's like it's all different. It's like with a dollar bill, you know, like that green little like
The serial number.
the serial number. Yeah, they all have their own unique serial number.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Basically, what an NFT is, you take that serial number and you stamp it onto a PDF.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
Dang.
It's verification of an object that can't be duplicated, replicated, or manipulated in any way.
So do you need to know how to like code and stuff to be able to do that, or
Mm-mm.
you just
No,
think
bro,
there's websites and stuff to do it or something like that?
Yeah, so they have it's as simple as, so I basically draw for the NFTs. I basically draw a picture, throw it up online. I let it download into a software that does it for you.
Oh,
And it takes like 10 minutes.
dang.
And it just encrypts it to it, and then you sell it.
So that's what makes like NFTs like worth money, is that they're non-replaceable,
Mm-hmm.
non-changeable.
So, yep. And with that serial number, just like a US dollar, if I gave you $1 and you put it into your bank account and you read that serial number, you can tell where that dollar has been, like who owned it prior to you, where it's at currently, and basically the value of it, right? It's kind of like a map of where it's been. Same thing with cryptocurrency, or with NFTs, I should say. Once that NFT is sold, or if it's like purchased by someone else and it's swapped, there's a map of it that's you can trace back.
Like all the people
Definitely.
it's gone through or something?
Yeah, all the people it's gone through, the value of it, and you can't change that. And once it's there, I mean, it's there.
Yeah, because I mean, I've heard like NFTs and Bitcoin, all that's like the future of currency and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. What's like the most like an NFT has gone for?
I know. So Beeple, there's this artist named Beeple, and he sold one, I think, upwards to 60 million.
Are those the cyberpunk things?
No, so Beeple's been doing artwork for about 13 years now. And this dude will draw a picture every day, and he's been doing it for 13 years straight.
Damn.
So, bro, he did it before, like, even cryptocurrency was a thing. I think cryptocurrency came out in 2009, like Bitcoin was introduced, and it was just, no one really understood it, but now we get it. He was doing this for 13 years, and finally he sold his collection, and he sold a piece for like 30 or 60 million. Could you imagine?
Wow.
Dude, 60 million? I mean, in one
13
piece.
Yeah.
I don't know. It almost like confuses me. Like I don't get why is that worth 60 million? Is it just like buying a piece of art? Like why is that considered like currency? Like why
Yeah.
would that be more valuable than just like the dollar?
So I guess why do we find the dollar valuable, right? Aside from like gold backing it back in the days, because right now it's just inflated. Before, it's an agreed upon currency that people find valuable, right? Bitcoin being that, the same thing. The only difference is there is no middleman between exchanges. So with cryptocurrency on the blockchain, and I don't understand it fully. This is still kind of new to me too.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of where my cousin and my partner comes into play. He's really good with this shit. But the way I kind of interpret it is you don't need to go through a middleman, and everything is traceable through the blockchain. And there is no central entity that regulates it. It's everyone can regulate it. Like that transcript or that map, that roadmap of where Bitcoin has been or where NFTs have been is viewable by everyone that's on the platform or everyone that's on the blockchain.
So what makes it so they can't just copy that and then have the picture and the code? If they can see the whole code and the picture.
It's just because it's encrypted within the NFT itself, I guess.
So like they're like attached as one kind of now.
Yeah. So what it is like the blockchain. It's like attached. This is the part I don't fully understand, but each block is somehow attached. So if one is out of whack, then the rest of them behind that are out of whack, which is the part I don't fully fucking understand.
That's
Right.
for the whole. That's for like the code part of it, or for the picture.
For the
part
code,
of it?
for the
Oh,
code
okay.
part of it. Yeah.
So if you mess up the code, the picture will still be the same, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. It's
This is confusing me.
dude. It's very
the whole
confusing.
thing is just confusing.
Yeah.
It's weird. The biggest thing, the best thing that you can kind of get from it though is basically it's a serial number that's stamped onto a PDF. It's basically me taking a fingerprint and putting it on a picture to say, this one is like officially mine. You can screenshot it, you can send it, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But if you look at the backbone and the structure of this PDF, like
I own
in
it.
bind with it is the coding, which makes it unique,
Okay.
which
So-
is still weird to grasp. But
So is it pretty much like up to the buyer how much that NFT is worth?
yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like
I don't get who has this much money to spend on this stuff. And I guess
Dude,
maybe
it-
it's just them trying to like you know, like a lot of like billionaires put their money into like art and stuff to like
Mhm.
get like tax breaks and stuff. It kind of just sounds like they're doing that.
it kind of does, dude. If you look at it, like who's spending that much money?
Who
On a
has like
PDF.
30
On a
who-
PDF.
Who's got 30
Yeah.
million to drop on a PDF? That sounds like a tax break to me, kind of.
Bro, it's stupid. But at the end of the day, as an artist, I don't give a shit.
right.
I don't get why they're doing it, but they're doing it.
Right.
You know, and
So,
it's
not
not-
complaining.
don't get me.
So do you buy any NFTs or do you just make them? And
I just make them.
okay.
I just make them. Yeah.
So sorry to cut you off.
No, you're
When
good.
you so back to like you uploading it to that software, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it technically yours then for that time period, and then you're selling it as yourself, or it's like you're selling it out of your portfolio, or how does that work? Because like obviously you didn't buy it because you created it.
Mm-hmm.
So is there like a difference between like do you own it then? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the best way to answer, so it's if you were to go to a flea market, right? And if I had 10 pictures, let's say I created 10 pictures and I printed them off and I signed each individual one, and I'm trying to sell them for $5 and none of them sell, then they're really just not valuable until someone finds it valuable. So yes, technically I do own it, but if it's not valuable, then what do I own?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's a
But
hard concept.
it is hard, yeah.
It's like you gotta let it. Like I feel like the only way to really get it to blow up is just put it on like TikTok or like do what you're doing. I guess.
Yeah, and if people, it's artwork, and kind of like what I was saying, people find some artwork valuable, and some people they just don't like
Right.
it. You know, they don't fuck with it. And we're at a time right now where NFTs are just mainstream. It's like NFTs, money, millions. You know, just all this shit's going on,
Mhm.
and you do get scammers that will scam people out of money. You know, they'll create like a fake project just to get a money grab.
Really?
And a lot of it that we've been finding with this project, I'm working on one right now, the biggest thing we found is community. If you can build trust within a community and be a part of it, which we're a part of a great community, then they fuck with your work. It's just selling the project. If I were to sell you something right now, you're more likely to buy it from me compared to a stranger on the block
Yeah.
that you just don't know,
Definitely.
For sure.
So that's the biggest thing that we found. It's not just you go up and sell it and you're going to make money like that, because it's not like that. You're building your reputation as an artist, for me, myself, as an artist on,
Connections kind of as well.
connections, we're meeting a lot of cool people, but it's just all digital. Kind of like with everything,
Right.
it's going all digital, and NFTs is just a stepping stone to something bigger that we just really don't understand yet.
So can you announce that project on here, or no? Is it
No, yeah,
top
no,
secret?
absolutely. It's called Clout Cocks.
Oh,
sound-
I saw that on
yeah.
Instagram. Yeah.
Dude, it sounds terrible, but it's a rooster.
It's
And we
perfect.
Yeah, dude. So growing up, I was always called Rooster just by my family and friends. Don't know why, but I was. And
that just came out of nowhere.
just out of nowhere, I think my grandpa would call me just like Rooster.
Did
or
your hair
something.
like stick
Yeah,
up
was
a
it a
lot or
haircut?
something?
I don't know. Maybe it was the skinny legs, dude. Just like walking around. I don't know.
Chicken legs. something
Yeah,
like that,
dude. He was
yeah.
just probably like Rooster. And then my friends caught on and they started calling me Rooster. And then, do you guys know Bored Ape, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah. So we were like, well, like everyone's trying to like think of an animal. Let's do a rooster. So we did a rooster and we dressed it up and people liked it. They found it funny.
That's sweet.
Yeah. And then you can go to these the platform we're on, it's called BitClout, BITCLOUT. And the people on there, like, they're like, is this real? Is this legit? Because people were, making faulty accounts. And we're like, no, yeah, we're legit. We started kind of like a Telegram group chat where people can go in there and talk and kind of meet the artist and meet my cousin Nick, who's my partner. And we just built this community. And we're doing 1,000. So each one is hand drawn. We're doing 1,000 of them. And we're on 100, and I think we hit 181 today.
Damn, long
Yeah.
way to go.
Long way to go, dude.
What is a rooster or a cock? What is it? How long does it take you?
So I've had some that have taken like 2 hours. I've had some that have taken like 8. So it really depends on each one.
And you like dressing them up, you putting like, they making them look like they're on like Molly or like, like what's the vibe of
Here, I can't do this. Can I show you one right now?
Yeah, go for it. You show the camera right in front of you.
Do you kind of start with the same rooster every time, and then just kind of like change the colors and how they're dressed and stuff?
Yeah.
or-
So this was the one today. Yeah. We put a nut sack on it.
Nice.
That's cool.
You can show that camera right here and I can see it.
Right there.
Oh, that's sick.
This is just one.
That's cool.
Let's see if I can.
Are you animating them at all, or no? It's just a straight up picture.
Just a straight up picture. So this is the one we did, I think,
That's
yesterday. And they're all different. These are just 2 of them. But yeah, there's
You're doing
180 of
this
them
on
right
your
now.
iPad?
Yep, this is on an iPad.
Sweet.
What do they have, does it come with like a drawing app for you to use, or did you have to pay for a downloaded app?
So it's on the App Store. It's called Procreate.
Mm.
Dude, it's like $10.
Really?
$10, and then yeah, we use the same picture of the rooster.
Just start editing.
Yep, and then I just throw on let's give him a wig, let's give him some goggles, let's give him just something crazy. And we just think of these weird ideas, me and my cousin, and then I just draw it. He throws it up, and people like it. They
You
buy
got
it.
1,000 of them to do, so I mean, it's like
Yeah.
endless combinations of what you can give the rooster.
Dude, it's insane.
You should do a podcasting rooster, and I'll pick it up.
Oh, bro, absolutely.
I'd be
Especially
down.
after this, I got it.
Oh yeah,
I got it, man.
Give
This
him
is
some headphones
badass.
and a microphone.
Yeah.
Maybe give him like Ross's hair.
Yeah. Give 'em a
Oh,
little
dude,
fire.
absolutely. Dude, a little
That'd be
fro going.
sick.
That'd be sweet. How many of those things do you pump out a day?
I shoot for 2, but probably just 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I hit a point, especially at the beginning of the project, because we started probably a half year ago, maybe 200 days ago, close to 150 days. But, yeah, well, shit, bro, I completely spaced. What'd you ask? I'm so sorry.
How many of those you got? Like how many you do a day? I guess.
Oh yeah, just 1. Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, there was a point we did like 4 or 5 in a day.
Yeah.
Just get caught up. But
What's kind of your process for figuring out what you're gonna put on it? I guess, or is it just kind of spitballing with the boys?
it's kind of spitballing, dude. And I'll get people that'll reach out. My buddy was big. Hey, could you do could you make it a clown, or could you put like a, I don't know, like a bucket on its head? It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do some crazy shit. There's 1,000 of them.
That's
So
dope.
yeah, just kind of spitball.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
Sounds fun, honestly. Just drinking
Dude.
some beers, drawing some stuff.
it's
Yeah.
cool. It's fucking awesome, man.
How many of them are available out of the, what'd you say, like 180?
Oh yeah, they're all sold.
Really?
Yeah,
Already?
those ones are all sold. Yeah.
And like for, I don't know if you want to say.
No, that's fine. So the currency we use, it's called DSO, and right now a coin is like $45, but there was a point where they were like it's like $180 a coin. As far as US dollars, we've had one that sold for like 2,000 at a certain point.
Nice.
That's not consistent though. I mean,
Yeah.
average $150, $200 when the coin is at its like
Peak. Or
not just
level?
average, just kind of
Okay.
an average price. But we're hoping, the hopes is that the coin will be worth a lot more in the future,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we're on the platform, because it's a low coin.
I was gonna say, what made you choose that coin out of like? I know a lot of them use Ethereum as like a pretty common NFT
Yeah.
coin. What made you choose this coin over?
So the biggest thing with Ethereum is we wanted to go on it, and eventually I do plan to go on to OpenSea, which is basically the eBay of NFTs right now. And with Ethereum, the gas fees, which is basically what it costs to put up an NFT, is just stupid. I mean, you're spending hundreds of dollars to throw up a piece of artwork that might not sell. So with the community part, we're hoping to bring the community from DSO to OpenSea or
Gotcha.
to Ethereum, to where it's kind of more of, it's like an assurance that people would buy it.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, that we kind of have a following of,
And OpenSea only does Ethereum strictly, or can you choose?
I'm
on
not
that
entirely sure.
platform
I think it does Bitcoin too. There might be other variations, but I've never really fully messed around with OpenSea.
Sure.
But eventually, dude, I want to, because I mean that's just such a cool platform, and people just throwing up their artwork
yeah.
on that. But
Do you own any NFTs besides like your own?
currently, no. I have owned a few in the past. Nothing like Bored Ape or anything that runs on blockchain. But on the platform, there's other artists on the platform too, and I've bought a few pieces. You probably won't recognize the name, but I mean, there's Rowdy Reptilian, which was kind of the same concept, but it's like an alien, you know. But for the most part, no, I just kind of pump out the artwork.
Sweet.
Mm.
Okay. Is this what you're doing like full time, or are you working
Full
outside
time.
of this too? Really? Okay.
Full time. Yeah. I'll DoorDash on the side, like on weekends or weekdays at night. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is full time. I'll wake up, hit the gym, a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, that's kind of we were talking before the show that you're in the middle of the Hard 75 challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The 75 hard, dude. Yeah, which is a bitch.
You
70
want,
It sounds aggressive.
Dude, yeah. So it's 75 days of no alcohol, no drugs. Just clean system entirely. A gallon of water, 10 pages of reading, 2 workouts a day, one inside, one outside for 45 minutes each, and a progress picture every day. Man, it is kicking my ass.
What
It
day
is-
are you on?
I'm on day 43
It's
right
about
now.
halfway
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
Got a
That's
month
dope.
left, man.
That's
Worst-
sweet.
Man, yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool challenge. It's just obviously mentally straining, but I mean, it's kind of like a cleanse,
Yeah.
like those little. I don't know. I just like to challenge myself with that kind of shit. I don't know.
Did you start January 1st? Was that 43 days?
I was hungover, so I started on the second.
Oh, okay.
On the second or third, yeah. And some days are better than others, dude. But there was one day we got back. So me and my buddy, we were driving back from Hot Springs, and we were carpooling behind another friend, and we were driving back from McCall, like a little hot springs that was up there, dude. Like what was it? A landslide, like an avalanche type shit, pulled like right in front of us, and a boulder the size of our car. I shit you not, the size of our car, came in, hit the road. We thought it took out Cade, who was driving in front of us.
Oh, shit.
Dude, fucking
Jinx.
terrifying.
It would be K too.
Dude, I know. And like we called him and he's not picking up. We're like, oh my God,
That's
Cade's
gnarly.
dead, like.
Oh god.
So we go look, there's no car, thank God, because it was, just this massive piece of rock and just all these boulders and snow and shit. But either way, we got back at 3 a.m. because they had to come clear it out. And we had to
And you
go
were
up.
right behind it. That sucks.
Dude, it was terrible. But anyways, we did our second workout at 3 a.m. outside.
You didn't do it while you were waiting for him to clear it
I was gonna
out.
say, yeah.
Yeah, we should have, dude. We fucking should have. but-
How long were you guys waiting there?
Probably like an hour and a half.
Oh,
Yeah.
for them to clear a giant boulder, it only took that long.
Dude, they didn't clear it. They were like, we guys need to turn back around. So we turned around. We went up through McCall, and then we had to drive up and around through Oregon.
Oh,
Dude,
That's
it was brutal.
That does sound
It
terrible.
was brutal. But
Especially with your friend getting right through, and then it just cuts you guys off. It's like, wow, I could be home now.
dude, yeah,
I'm
it
in
was
Oregon.
terrifying. I shit you not, it was probably like 30 feet away from us.
I
Just-
I'd
Did you
probably
see
shit
it
my
happen
pants.
too? Like it come down the hill. Or
Oh yeah,
whatever?
no, like legit. We were 30 feet from this. Just like we hit the brakes type shit. Like, oh my God, like it just came down right in front of us, and then it was kind of like it happened right at a spot where there was a corner, so we didn't see Cade's car.
Okay.
So we were just terrified to hit him, and he
Yeah.
was with a few
Yeah.
people we knew, and it was like, oh shit.
That'd definitely be hard dropper right there.
Oh man.
So you had to
But-
wait an hour and a half just to be told to turn around and
Yeah,
long
like,
hill.
and there's all these cars trying to like cram their way in,
yeah.
and it was a shit show. But yeah, like, I guess the biggest thing is like there's days where just shit like that happens, and we got home and we're like, God, we didn't do the second workout, so we had to do it at 3 a.m.
I mean,
You
just
say
like,
we
just-
are you doing it with someone else?
Yeah, so my buddy Jonas, shout out Jonas Nauman. Me and Jonas Nauman, we're doing that. My roommate Andrew is doing it, and a group of people and our friends, we're just doing it. Some of them are out, but we're still going, baby.
They already dropped out of it.
Yeah, just like simple shit. If you forget to take a picture, you're done.
Oh, so you just like eliminated from it, kind of?
Yeah, so it's like, so the concept of it is to get rid of mental procrastination. Like people think it's a physical challenge, but it's really a mental clarity like challenge. It's kind of to get rid of, he calls it, the creator, Andy Versella, he calls it your inner bitch voice.
okay.
This dude's extreme. He's like, your inner bitch voice. Like, get rid of it.
You're trying to silence it.
Yeah, you try to silence it, and you do it by doing these tasks no matter what throughout the day. So yeah, the mental shit, and I could say for Sam, dude, it is insane. I mean, you notice a difference, but it's just brutal. Especially 40 days in, I'm just worn out.
right, but you were saying like physically you feel really good though, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Physically, I feel great. Like hitting the gym especially, I mean, has been awesome. The water is really cool. The diet,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
awesome. So, I mean, you really get what you put in. Like with the challenge, like the benefits are real. But like with anything, you just put in the work. I mean, the time,
Right.
and it's, yeah.
Do you guys have like a celebration planned for if you finish with like a dinner where you eat whatever the fuck you want and black out, or no?
Yeah, a lot of alcohol and a lot of food after this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick though.
Yeah.
Did you just know kind of this was gonna be a New Year's thing you were gonna try out beforehand, or?
Yeah. So me and Jonas, we tried it last year, I think on January 1st, and we got to day like 30 something. And I think it was when we were in Phoenix was when I failed.
Oh,
So we were up in Phoenix, and I was like, shit. So then this year we're like, well, let's do it again. And then this time like 6 or 7 people joined us and started doing it too. So
How many people you still got with you?
that are doing the challenge, some people have like missed a few days with doing shit, but they're still doing it till day 75.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you can keep going. Like, it's not, it's
Not like eliminated.
yeah, no, it's like you can't, you have to stop doing
You
it.
missed a picture, no more.
Yeah, like, but we still have like the same amount of people doing it. The ones that are still going that haven't lost yet, I think, are 3, 4 maybe. But
That's impressive. I'd probably lose pretty fast, but
dude, it's tough, but it's cool. It's a cool challenge
That's dope.
so far. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll see what
yeah,
happens for this next month.
Yeah, because I know our friend Bibby did it, and he posted his before and after pictures, and it was a pretty big difference. He was looking pretty good after that.
pretty swole.
Yeah, I've seen on just random people's stories, like a lot of people are trying it right now, but
I've noticed that.
I don't think I could do it either.
Really? This is the first I've heard of it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but
You should give it a try, dude.
I'm
Just
gonna
verify.
have to like get myself in the right mental state first.
Yeah.
And then
Do it on the You Never Know Instagram. We'll track your progress.
Yeah.
track my
There you
progress
go.
pictures every day.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
All right, yeah.
But back to just like all the drawings and NFTs and stuff, like where do you kind of see it going? Like, what's your future aspirations with all this?
I just want to be a well-known artist. I just want to, I don't know, just kind of solidify my stance with the NFT world, hopefully, now since it's so early, and really just do what I love, and that's drawing.
Right.
I love to draw, and if I could do that for the rest of my life, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be just awesome.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of doing that now. And if it doesn't pan out, then I'll always be drawing.
Yeah.
But yeah, for future hopes, I just hope to be doing what I love for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Do you have like anything else kind of planned for the future in case it doesn't work out, or are you kind of putting all your eggs in this basket?
I'm all in.
Yeah. That's
I'm all in
crazy.
with it, man. If I need to go back to college or find another route, I'll do that. That's fine. But I'm all in with it. I'm just giving it my all, and if it doesn't work, then so be it.
Yeah.
But
At least you
cool.
can say you gave it your all, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is it so? Since everything with like NFTs and stuff's online, obviously,
hmm
do you plan on like staying in Boise, or is like moving somewhere like LA or something like that gonna be more beneficial to a career in this type of stuff?
Dude, so that's the cool thing. So with NFTs, someone in like Africa compared to someone on the coastline, right? They have the same equal opportunity with NFTs. If you have a computer,
It's like
if you ever-
working remote.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, there's people on the platform that are just from these countries I haven't heard of. They're doing the same shit I am,
Yeah.
and it's just like with the internet, it's just you have worldwide data, the touch of a fingertips with your phone even, the internet. This is just a big part of it. I mean, everyone has equal opportunity. It doesn't really matter where you're at. With that though, eventually, yes, I do want to leave Boise. I don't know permanently, but I do want to travel and just kind of experience shit. If I could work remote and just kind of do my thing on an iPad and do that, that'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool.
11-hour plane ride. Think how many roosters you could get done.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, I could do a lot of those on a plane ride.
What are like your immediate plans for kind of that long term success? Or are you kind of just doing day to day at this point?
So like like media. What do you mean?
Right. So with like the roosters and stuff like that, like do you have any like upcoming like short term plans you guys are gonna try and do or mix things up, or are you kind of just taking it day by day right now?
Kind of day by day. So the blueprint, we want to finish off this project first and foremost. This
How long
is
do you think that's gonna take?
we think maybe 2 years.
Okay.
2 years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
If you're
something
pumping
like that, yeah.
One, maybe 2 a day. Yeah.
Yeah, and we like the rate it's at because the platform we're on now is so new, and it's I forgot to mention it's a decentralized social media platform. It's new on its own thing, and it's very some people have mixed emotions with it, but it's just new. So we're just hoping it takes time, and we think it's going to take time, but we're kind of growing with the platform and building trust with the people that are on there now. eventually I want to start merging TikTok because I got that following. I'm fortunate to have that following, and I'm hoping I could push that to the artwork eventually.
How many followers do you have on that TikTok page?
I think 230, 250,000, somewhere in there.
Followers?
I thought you were just about to say the number
Dang.
250.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right.
That's
I think
sick.
1,000. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you have
That's insane.
like
Yeah.
offers for sponsorships and stuff like that, or like?
Yeah, well, like I don't, not necessarily sponsorships. I've been reached out like with the ads and stuff.
Uh-huh.
People want to throw up ads. but-
Idaho Living doesn't count. If that's what we're
Yeah, I know
referring
it
to.
doesn't count. Even though I rock their
Yeah.
shit, dude. I love this
Got it
stuff.
on the hydro flask.
Let's
but-
go, man. But yeah, I'm hoping to eventually merge TikTok. Because I've posted the random shapes on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I started to do NFT things just to kind of introduce it to, my following to see if they want to buy it. It just didn't get as much love. It's just so new and people don't fully recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like, screenshot, I screenshotted your NFT, and it's like, oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah.
the 6-year-old or the 6th grader, like, on TikTok in class. Oh, I screenshot it.
Yeah.
So, gotcha, bitch. Yeah, it's like, it's so new. It's gonna take time, but I need time. I'm just kind of I'm learning new shit, especially with the new NFT world and blockchain and stuff. I'm learning it every day. I know the surface level of what there is right now. I'm just the artist. I pump it out, but I'm learning stuff with art too. So I think it's going at the rate it needs to go. Hopefully, eventually they merge, like the TikTok world and the NFT world, and I can start to move and be more make an appearance on different websites with different NFT projects. But
Yeah, isn't Twitter doing something with NFTs now?
Probably, dude.
Everyone's trying to
Pro-
get in that NFT
Yeah.
space.
Dude, everyone.
Something
The
about, like,
metaverse, even.
Yeah, there's like the NFT profile pictures or something you can do now. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If you own an NFT, you can make it your profile picture on Twitter.
that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Oh, you have to
Pretty
like
sick.
download it or something like that.
You probably type in
Mhm.
its code or whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
and it's unique link, and it probably sets it for you.
Yeah, and instead of a photo, you're right. Instead of a photo, you can verify it through the profile image, kind of like with that coding, like the serial number on it.
Oh, okay.
You can
I see what
se-
you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a
it's-
way to promote it? Like someone sees your profile picture and I want to buy that.
Yeah. So, dude, Adidas, for example, bought a Bored Ape, and it's now the mascot for Adidas. Did you know that?
No way.
Isn't that crazy? And
Like,
they
they just took it on as a new spokes.
they own
like,
it. Yeah, they own it. They can do
market
whatever the
thing.
hell they want.
That's pretty sick.
Isn't that
That's
crazy? Yeah.
sick,
So
yeah.
you'll see a Bored Ape in their commercials, rocking their gear, their merch, and stuff like
I
that.
say they probably have a team of animators or whatever who animate that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did they bought like one Bored Ape or like
Just
a
one,
couple of them?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
They-
So
they
can
bought
only
one.
Use the one that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic
Yeah.
marketing.
'Cause,
Yeah.
dude,
Smart.
Yeah.
Dude, and crazy marketing. I mean, you got celebrities. Justin Bieber bought one for 1.2 million. Snoop Dogg bought one for 300,000.
But then I
Dude.
saw
Like-
it gets difficult because I saw Jimmy Fallon bought one. I think it was another ape,
Mhm.
and he was promoting it on his Twitter or whatever. But it's is he trying to just do a cash grab? Because obviously it's Jimmy Fallon. It's I want to buy Jimmy Fallon's ape that he owns.
Mhm.
So obviously the price is going to increase. It kind of gets a little tricky there too, because if celebrities are advertising that they have them, that's just going to shoot the price even higher.
Yeah, of
Oh,
that
yeah.
whole collection probably too.
Yeah.
Not just theirs.
Mm-hmm. And it's almost like a status thing. I mean, if you got a pair of Gucci flip flops compared to a pair of flip flops,
Yeah.
it's almost like I can afford these and you can't,
It's the new Yeezy.
which is fucked up. But yeah, Bored Ape is the project they're backing, and it's damn, all these celebrities are getting these little PDFs. I want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Supreme.
Yeah. So eventually, I think these are here to stay. I think NFTs are here to stay. It's permanent, but they do speculate it's like a bubble with anything new that's making this much money or stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
eventually it's going to start to mediate and kind of come down a little bit, but they're here to stay, dude. NFTs is just
It's dope.
dude. It's a cool new world.
So you think it's the future of currency?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And this is where I lack the knowledge with this specific, where the hell it's going to go.
Right.
NFTs is basically a shortcut for verification of different objects. So with lease agreements or rental agreements or buying a new car, right? There's all this documentation and paperwork to verify that you own the car, that you're going to pay for the car, that you're going to do this, that you're going to do that. But if there's an NFT version of it, solidified, you
I didn't
own the
think
rights
about
to
that,
it.
Yeah.
That
You know what I
just
mean?
Crazy
Yeah.
to think.
But can't you put in a document or a contract with an NFT? So you can
Mhm.
say if you own one of the 1,000 Clout Cocks, in 2 years we're gonna have a festival and only the 1,000 people that hold them can come.
Exactly.
Can't you put like benefits for holding one too?
Exactly. And that's what separates an NFT project from like they say like 99% of the NFT projects now are just going to fail because there's no value behind it. Because we're in the middle of a bubble where people are just wanting to make money, right? But some of these projects, kind of like what you said, they're adding value to where it's like every year, you know, you're going to come out on our yacht. We're going to host a yacht party. Or Gary Vaynerchuk, you guys know Gary V?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I
dude.
learned that
Yeah.
like whole contract thing behind it.
Yeah,
Through
dude.
Gary
And he's a big advocate of NFTs. And he was like, if I create an NFT, like you guys get special seats at my shows, you're gonna get into these different
He's doing like a
gatherings of
talk,
doing-
right? Like a conference.
I think so.
Some
I'm
huge conference in like 3 years. I saw. I was like, that was his end goal.
For all the people that bought his NFT.
mhm.
Yeah, that
It's
whole
like a ticket.
Literally.
It's crazy.
What do you
Isn't
get
that
to do?
wild?
That's what the
Talk to
Nelk boys are
Gary
trying to
Vee,
do with
or-
their Metacard too. But I think that's a cash grab for sure.
Bro, so the Nelk boys apparently are building different stores.
They say that for everything though. I
True.
think it's cap.
True. But could you imagine though? Like they just start building. I mean, that's like the NFT digital world coming to real life.
Were they
Yeah.
building stores to buy
Build-
NFTs?
Like
at?
clubs.
Are they clubs?
essentially.
Yeah,
they're
clubs.
Like lounges essentially.
They do,
And only
like,
you can only enter if you have a Metacard.
which is an NFT.
Wait,
They,
okay.
they sold 10,000 of them at what? $3,000?
Yeah, and they outsold Adidas. Adidas sold some sort of NFT project thing. Nelk boys outsold Adidas.
No,
Did you-
Boys probably is a
Did you
bigger
try to
like
buy one, Rylan?
following.
I did not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew it was a scam.
Yeah. But they only sold them for 300. They didn't like make them bidding wars. They just-
Well,
I
I
don't know
mean,
how
once
they
you
did it.
buy them, you can resell them, obviously, for if they're a hot item.
yeah, but
Mhm.
Nelk,
You can resell them
Nelk
for.
didn't do.
It was
bidding
some
war?
crazy number. I don't know exactly
okay.
how much they sold them for, but
Yeah.
they all had a base number, and they sold out in like I think 3 minutes or something like that. It was
Yeah,
something
just
insane.
so quick.
Their fan base is insane.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
their
wild.
clothes and merch that dropped is, are sold out instantly. It's
Instantly.
Yeah.
nuts.
Dude, the cool thing with it, so with the NFT, you can set royalties on it too.
Yeah.
So if I created a piece
Okay.
of artwork and sold it for, like, let's say $20, every time it resells after that, I could say I make 10% on every resell. I make
What about just like if it
15%.
appreciates in value? Would
It-
you like?
Yep, 10% of whatever.
10%
it sells
of
for.
whatever it
So if he
sells
sells
for.
for $1 million, he's making what is that 1,000 or 100,000?
Oh,
Not
okay. So you wouldn't
10%?
get it until
Yeah.
they actually sold it though. Like,
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Now you're bringing like the Shark Tank world into NFTs, and
Yeah.
it
Dude.
gets so confusing so fast.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's basically coding that summarizes all forms of documentation of like legality shit in the real world. It sums it up all in like a code. Like 'cause for some reason, it just does.
Yeah.
And it's traceable. You can track it through the blockchain. You can do this with not only photos, but you can do snippets. Like the NBA sold a snippet, I think, of LeBron dunking for like 300,000. And you got people selling them for millions.
Dang.
You got people that are just
How do they sell a snippet? It's like anyone could have the same.
like a
picture.
GIF.
Like how did they?
yeah.
It's like a GIF essentially, like selling a GIF.
They're the only one who has the gift.
Like I
So-
think like I could have it, you could have it, but
Yeah, yeah.
they own it.
Okay.
Like no one else owns
Okay,
it.
yeah,
They
going
own
It's
it.
like
back to
it's
the
like the
whole-
ESPN putting their fingerprint on it and
Mhm.
ink that only they own.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
I own that. Like piss off.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Are you gonna animate any of the Clout Cocks? I think some of the animated NFTs are like I think that's so sick.
Dude, that's the next move. Eventually I want to get a software because I can't do it with my iPad, but I want to get a software where I can create animation. And with the Clout Cocks, we're doing actually a video game is the hopes. It's called cock bets, like cockfight bets. And you can put
That'd
like
be
your
funny.
the cocks that you have, you can put them in a ring and fight. And you can actually gamble. Like you can actually gamble with it, but like
You have to own one of the.
Got it
Clout
on the
Cocks,
cock.
though.
one of the Clout Cocks, yeah. So we're trying to create value even though we don't have, financial value to give. The biggest thing that we have is we don't collect royalties on any of the resells. And we give a lot of the resell. So the royalties we actually give to the shareholders. It's kind of weird. It's a weird process, but if you go to BitClout, you can kind of mess around with it. But yeah, if you create value with a project and you have like something to back it, then it'll go a
Hell
lot
yeah.
further than you anticipate. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm
That's
hoping.
dope.
I want to see you blow up on that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be dope. That'd be super cool.
Oh, yeah.
I think with like your talents and all the work you put in. I think you definitely have, a really good shot of going
Sounds like you got a
somewhere with
good
all
team
this.
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
look
Thank you.
the pictures you showed us look pretty cool. So
Yeah.
Thank
excited
you
to see the
guys.
whole collection.
Yeah, we'll make sure to promote some of your stuff on the Instagram when we upload
Yeah.
this video and stuff.
I'll clip this video out and I'll throw up
as
like
long
some of
as-
your artwork.
yeah.
If you want to
You
send
guys
me
are
like
the best.
Danger's shape that he did,
Oh,
whatever you
yeah,
got.
Yeah,
I think it's on your TikTok, maybe.
goblin.
It might be.
Or
No,
at
no,
least
I
the
don't
fine-
think it
I've
is.
seen it on.
I can go.
Somewhere.
I'll go
Yeah.
grab it from somewhere, but
I'll find either way. I'll find it and I'll send it, and I can also send the process of how it's made, which is
Sure.
cool with the app. You
Yeah.
can kind of, it shows you how it was made if you guys want that. But I'll send that over.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's super cool.
Sweet.
As
Dude.
long as we get a clip of this on your TikTok with 200,000
Till,
followers.
yeah, till. Shout you guys out, man. This is fucking awesome.
I don't know if you saw the thumbnail for this. I last week I tried to. You know how the original NFT was like the what is it? The guys like the 8-bit like profile picture.
CryptoPunks.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the CryptoPunks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
CryptoPunks.
earlier last week, I don't know if you saw the thumbnail, but I CryptoPunked our 8-bit you and Danger. So you and Danger are NFTs on our thumbnail. You guys are like 8-bit art.
No shit.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick.
You
Danger
look super cool. Danger looked like
Yeah, I
a,
looked
like
like
a cartoon.
It
looks
looks
like
like
a
a
idiot,
monkey,
yeah.
but I fixed him yesterday at work, so he looks a little bit better. I'll have to show you after this.
Oh,
But
that's badass. Yeah, I want to see
that
that.
looks pretty
Yeah.
dope.
That's so sick.
Before I think Danger's trying to wrap up. We got some fan mail. It was just one question on the Instagram yesterday. It's from AJ Richelieu.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Shout out AJ.
There he is.
AJ.
He said, "How are you talented? How are you so talented? You savage."
That's a great question, AJ. Thank you for that. It comes from my mom. I have her to thank for that. Thank you, Mom. I guess just with art, man, I've just always been passionate about it. Very fortunate. Very thankful.
You were just always kind of a natural gifted artist, or did you
I
kinda start-
honestly, yeah, like it sound. I mean, that's what I was given. I was just blessed with art. I just love art.
Practice.
I
makes
think,
perfect.
practice really does make perfect. I mean, it doesn't just happen. It obviously does take a lot of time and effort, but I mean, if you're passionate about it, it doesn't seem like work. It really fucking doesn't.
What's the saying? If you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Dude, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
that's really it. There's going to be grinds and there's going to be low times, which we're finding a lot. I mean, there are just like,
Yeah.
the downsides to it, but I mean, I still love it. At the end of the day, I'm always going to be doing it. So I think just repetition, AJ, doing shit that you love, and I got to thank my mama for that one too.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Good
yeah.
answer
Yeah.
right there.
Good way to wrap.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great ending, I think. Well, thanks again for coming on. This was a lot of fun. I'd love to hear actually what NFTs are.
Yeah, thank you for teaching us.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. This
yeah.
was awesome.
Wish
Super
you the
cool.
best of luck in the future with all this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Until next time.
You never
You
know.
never know.
I almost forgot it.